Yo, what is good with y'all? This is Mira from Internet Money, and today I'm going to be making the beat for if I produce for JCole / Kendrick. It's going to be, hip-hop beat, slower BPM. Well, it's going to be in halftime, so it's going to be faster. Probably do around 90 BPM. I'm going to be using a sample and some more classic drums. I'm still going to be using my Magma drum kit, which is available at wavesupply.net. I have different genre type of drums in there, so if y'all want these drums I'm using, by all means go there. If not, a bunch of free drum kits online using hip-hop sounds. You got boom bap kits, stuff like that. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna just get straight into this video. And if you're not following me already on the socials, I'm gonna put them up on the screen right here. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, all that. Follow me so you can look at behind the scenes stuff and watch videos of me cooking up. Just get in more social life. So that being said, let's get into this video. So right off the bat, before the video, I grabbed this sample from a Dinma sample pack, and the sample is called Michael the Cooker, My Sweet Danny. Now I'm gonna play this sample one semitone down just for copyright, issues. YouTube be playing, so I'm just gonna play this one semitone down, and that's what that sounds like. So as you hear right here, I did a little chop. I just added this extra part because the sample was not full and I didn't find it online. It was in a pack. So I'm going to go over here to this little tool, time stretch, and I'm going to keep the time the same. Method, pro default, pitch course, one semitone, and the sample's BPM is 91, so I'm going to drag my tempo to 91. And instead of keeping it in the playlist, I'm going to open up SliceX right here. I'm going to drag this sample into SliceX, and now I'm going to click the marker point over here. First, I'm going to turn off auto dump, then go to my regions, auto slice, then medium grid slicing. So now it has on beat slicing. So now I've free range, just do whatever I want with the sample. Now I'm just gonna mess around with some different chops and let's see what we're gonna get. I'm thinking this first little chop is too short, so I'm just gonna delete the one after that. To get rid of the declicking in this sample chop, I'm going to click this little box right here, bring this knob up, or this point, bring this point down, right click a new point, drag it all the way to the top left, then I'm going to zoom in right here, then bring it to the right. Thinking this one chop I can move over a little. Right here. And then delete the one after it. just going to switch up the sample chop around the 8th bar just for some more variation in the beat so it doesn't get too repetitive. Let me go up later in the sample. I think these chops are good for now, and then we can, of course, do a different break later on for like a bridge or transition in the song. Now I'm just gonna add some drums. Now I do have some swing. My main swing is around 50%. Gonna bring the volume of the sample down a little. Bring in my kicks. Right here, I want to get the little boom bap groove, the boom boom, sound. So just gonna hold shift and left click this kick to duplicate it, bring it over here. Then I'm gonna hold down alt and then left click and drag it over. Now I'm gonna lower the velocity of the kick to give it the more realistic feel. Now for our hi-hats, I'm just going to do a simple two-step. I'm going to go in and then manually move these other hi-hats, hitting every other beat. Just a little bit off beat so it sounds more realistic and live. Also going to change the velocities for some more groove. Doing Control B over and over to just duplicate it. Just gonna add some modern sounding hats just for, a more polished feel. Gonna bring the release down on this hat. the drums are basically done. And you know, it's a pretty simple beat. I might try to find some more perks to add in for extra bounce, but as for now, I think it's pretty good. Well, pretty complete. And for this bass line, I'm gonna add this, well, at least send this slice X existence or instance, I mean, to insert one, and then I'm gonna duplicate it and then copy it here, follow along here, put this in the playlist. Actually, never mind, we don't need to duplicate this. Playlist, make sure you're on song right here, have this playing. Just gonna solo this, and then I'm gonna click this little ARM disk recording. Then I'm gonna do Alt R on my keyboard to just export this, and then once I have that, I can send this to a separate mixer track, and then with this I'm gonna solo out the bass frequencies. This one, I'm going to take out the bass frequency so we can take in the bass line whenever we want in the song. So at this one, I have it cutting at about 176 hertz. I'm going to do the same on this one, except for it's going to be the low end cutting off, not the high end. 176 right about here. Mute the bass line. If you even wanted to do a different break for the song, you could put gross beat halftime on it. Not saying I would do that in this beat, but that's just an example. So now that I have this all set up, I'm going to send all my drums and all my other instruments to the mixer and get started on my mix. I can get rid of this because I don't need it. Rename this to Bassline. Hold down Alt and use the right arrow, or I mean the up arrow to bring it up. I'm actually going to go back into this bass line and bring up some low end. Now bring in the sample. sort by channel. Delete these. Type in 1 on my keypad for the first pattern. Left click and drag it down. Then use the plus key to just select the other patterns. Control A and Control B to do that, to duplicate. Now I'm gonna send these sample chops, well, the both halves of the sample, the bass line and the melody, to a send track and then put a filter on it. And then I'm going to create an automation clip, and this is going to be for the intro. I'm going to fade it out right there. Actually gonna put a limiter on this bass line just so it's more stable. And that is our beat. It's been Nick Mira from Internet Money showing you guys how I would make a beat for Kendrick Lamar / JCole. I'm thinking more JCole on this, but you know, for the title, I'll put Kendrick and Cole. So yeah, it's been Nick Mira from Internet Money. You can follow me on the socials, like I said earlier. Nick Mira _ and everything, except for Snapchat. It's Nick Mira 4. I'm gonna play this beat and I'm outie.